Joined by Dr. Simeon Hamukoshi, a researcher at the National Commission on Research, Science and Technology. Doctor, good evening and welcome.
Good evening. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. Well, just to start with, you can perhaps just speak to us on what the main purpose behind this dialogue was that was held in Windhoek.
Yes. So it was actually an event that we organized where we are looking at reporting back on an energy study that we have done. So this study was looking on understanding Namibia's energy system and energy transitioning as well. So with the purpose of obviously then establishing what we call the Namibia Sustainable Energy Reference Group that will be working and looking in detail of the energy transitioning for Namibia.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Talk to us about why it's important for Namibia to move towards, green and sustainable energy.
Yes. So I think it's not something new. We have, I think, a white paper of energy white paper of 1998 that speaks already of energy diversification of the country. But the drivers are actually looking at the energy security, where we rely a lot on imported electricity. So would want then to sort of be able to produce our own electricity in Namibia. We're also looking at emission reduction. We do have national policies on climate change that are supporting these initiatives. And I think the last one we can say also economic diversification, because we are blessed with these natural resources which have potential obviously for economic transformation. So actually those are the drivers in a nutshell.
We speak a lot about, the energy conversation is one that's ongoing and has been for a couple of years now. And we look at all the prospects that there are in moving towards greener energy, etc. But are there any challenges, energy challenges that Namibia is facing or might face?
Yes, the challenges are there. We have that big energy gap. Yeah, we don't have. We have that big energy gap of which there is no enough electricity coverage especially in our rural areas. So we have that. But I think the main challenges as well is our infrastructures are aging, and there's also a need to upgrade the existing electricity infrastructures. And specific to renewable energy, there are not enough or sufficient grids to accommodate renewable energy specifically. So those are the basic challenges that we are encountering when it comes to energy development in the country.
Yeah. I'm sure Namibians, the average Namibian has heard this conversation enough and probably wonders, what are the benefits, as a Namibian for me if we transition to, cleaner energy, whether it be, jobs, electricity costs, cuts, etc. So what would those be? What would that look like?
Yeah, I think you can also look at it like this. We have people that walk long distances just to collect firewoods. Now imagine in an event where you put up, they have normal solar panels where they are able then to harvest the renewable energy and have their own electricity. So that is just one of the basic benefits that any local Namibian can benefit into that. But in addition to that, there are also employment opportunities that can come with bigger renewable energy projects. We mentioned of the green hydrogen. And there are also, say for instance, our technical vocational training centers, they are also offering small courses pertaining to renewable energy, which will then translate in employment of our people in the country.
Dr. Hamukoshi, what kinds of policies or investments need to happen to make this energy transition possible?
Yeah, talking about the policies, we already have policies in place that are supporting renewable energy and electricity in general. Like I've mentioned of the white paper, that sort of supports the energy diversification and also private individuals to be involved in the renewable sector. So that's one of the foundational policy. We also have the Electricity Act of, I think, 2007, that established the electric control board that then looks into the regulation of electricity in the country. We have the renewable energy policies as well. That is, I think, the renewable energy policy of 2017. That is. This policy is aiming for, I think, 70% target of renewable energy integration into our energy mix. So, and many other policies as well that are supporting funding and all that. So we do have the policies in place. However, we sort of just maybe need to do some amendments to accommodate these emerging technologies,
Yes.
like the renewable, the green hydrogen, and also the nuclear as well. So it's some of the, these are just some of the amendments that needs to be done on the existing policies. When we speak to investment, definitely there's a lot that governments can play, as well as the banks, to ensure that they support some of the upcoming businesses that are speaking to renewable energy development in the country.
Doctor, just lastly, and looking ahead, what steps can be taken to ensure that Namibia has the skills and as well as the workforce that's needed to make this green energy future possible?
Yeah. No, thank you very much for that question. So there are already ongoing initiatives. There are scholarships that are being provided, especially the recent one, the green hydrogen scholarships, where we are capacitating, giving an opportunity to our students to be capacitated in that area. We also have, I think, our two private institutions, as well as, two public institutions, as well as the private one, which is IUM. They have also introduced renewable energy courses that are aimed really to capacitate the youth, and many ongoing initiatives really that the government is establishing to ensure that we build capacity and enough of future workforce for the renewable energy sector in the country.
Fantastic. Dr. Hamukoshi, thank you so much for your time this evening, and thank you for joining us.
Okay, thank you very much for having me.
When we come back after